The passages we are reading today are Beaver Trail and Vido. Passage 1. Hey, Peter, let's try out Beaver Trail today, called out Tommy, Peter's best friend. Peter rode into an open patch of grass beside the road and stopped beside Tommy. Normally, he would be full of enthusiasm about trying a new trail, but something was holding him back this time. I just don't know, Tom, Peter said, adjusting his helmet to better see his friend. I don't know why, but I just have a bad feeling about it. Like maybe Beaver Trail isn't where we're supposed to ride today. Seriously? Tom looked stunned a moment, then shrugged his shoulders. I mean, if you really don't want to, we don't have to. We've just talked all winter about how we couldn't wait to get on our bikes and try out Beaver Trail. Peter nodded, not understanding his hesitancy himself. Tommy was right. He and Peter couldn't wait to try out the new trail that everyone was talking about. So why did he feel such a lump in his throat whenever he considered riding that trail today? You know what, Petey? Let's just ride our normal trails today, Tommy finally said. That night, Peter overheard the words Beaver Trail on the news station that his father was watching and ran into the living room. On the screen were pictures of rocks that had collapsed that very afternoon and nearly injured some of the joggers and bikers on the trail. And we were almost on that trail too, thought Peter, shaking his head in disbelief. So I want you to think about what is the overall theme that the passage is teaching us. And then let's think about that theme as we read passage 2, Vido. Vido was chewing on one of his favorite bones when he felt the sudden urge to get up and go to Johnny's room. The newest member of the Underwood family was sleeping soundly in his crib. Vido pressed his nose against the slats of the crib, but found no reason to be concerned. Still, he felt a tingle work its way down his fur, and as he returned to his snack, he wondered why his uneasiness wouldn't go away. He'd barely gotten his teeth back around the bone when he perked up his head once more, feeling so strongly that he needed to check on little Johnny again that he raced back to the child's nursery. This alerted his owners, who got to their feet as well and watched him run to Johnny's room. Vido, what's wrong? The woman asked as she and the man followed Vido around the corner into the room. He seems agitated about something, commented the man as they approached the crib, where Vido was whining and pawing at the wood. Oh my goodness, Chris, Johnny's blanket is almost wrapped around his head. Vido watched as the woman scooped the baby out of the crib and tossed the blanket to the side. The baby breathed in deeply, then started to cry. Thank goodness for Vido, the man said, and Vido heard the admiration in his voice. So thinking about both stories and the theme that is similar and how they're presented differently, you are going to answer the following questions. So part A for question 1, which of the following tells a theme of both passages? A, always stand up for a friend. B, trust your instincts. C, don't reject good advice. Or D, always tell the truth. So which theme is used in both passages? Part B, you are finding evidence from passage 1 and evidence from passage 2 to support your theme. So you're going to pick either A, B, or C from passage 1. So A says, I just don't know, Tom, Peter said, adjusting his helmet to better see his friend. I don't know why, but I just have a bad feeling about it. Like maybe Beaver Trail isn't where we're supposed to ride today. Or B, Tommy was right. He and Peter couldn't wait to try out the trail that everyone was talking about. Or C, that night he overheard the words Beaver Trail on the news station that his father was watching and ran into the living room. So which sentence shows the theme that you picked in part A? Is it A, B, or C? And that's for passage 1. Then you're going to look for evidence from passage 2. So either D, E, or F. D says, still, he felt a tingle work its way down his fur, and as he returned to his snack, he wondered why his uneasiness wouldn't go away. E, he'd barely gotten his teeth back around the bone when he perked up his head once more, feeling so strongly that he needed to check on the little Johnny again that he raced back to the child's nursery. Or F, thank goodness for Vido, the man said, and Vido heard the admiration in his voice. So which is evidence to support the theme you picked? So you're picking one from passage 1, so either A, B, or C, and then picking evidence from passage 2, so either D, E, or F. Number 2, it says, how is the theme presented in each passage? So A, in passage 1, Peter demonstrates the theme in a way that avoids disaster. And in passage 2, Vido shows that he does not understand the theme of the message, which leads to disaster. Or is B the way that they were presented? In passage 1, Peter shows that he does not understand the theme of the message of the passage, which leads to disaster. And in passage 2, Vido demonstrates the theme in a way that avoids disaster. So again, in A, you're saying passage 1 avoids disaster and passage 2 leads to disaster. In B, they are saying that it leads to disaster, and passage 2 says they avoid disaster. C says, in both passages, the main characters show that they do not understand the theme of the passages which lead to disaster. So do they both lead to disaster? Or D, in both passages, the main characters demonstrate the theme in a way that avoids disaster. So in both passages, do they show the theme and avoid disaster? Number 3 says, another theme of both passages is be willing to listen to others. How is this theme presented in each passage? So be willing to listen to others. Is it A, in both passages, no one listens to the main character? B, in both passages, other people listen to the main character? C, in passage 1, no one listens to the character, and in passage 2, other people listen to the character. So C means in passage 1, no one listens, and in passage 2, they did listen. Or D, in passage 1, other people listen to the main character, and passage 2, no one listens to the main character. So again, it's either A, in both passages, no one listens. B, in both passages, others listen. C, only passage 1, nobody listens, and passage 2, they do. Or D, in passage 1, they do listen, and passage 2, they don't. And number 4, why did the man and the woman go into Johnny's room in passage 2? A, they're concerned about why Vido seems so anxious. B, they want to get Vido out of Johnny's room. C, they are afraid that Vido will wake up Johnny. Or D, they hear Johnny making strange noises. So what was the reason that the man and woman went into Johnny's room? So you can go back to the passage to find your evidence to support your thinking in those questions, and then make sure your name is on it before you turn it in.